Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mage PvP here, back with another Minecraft Hunger Games. There you go. Down. Let's go, boys. Love you, brother. Your biggest problem is that people who are less successful than you say mean things about you on the internet. Remember that. Yeah. Good point, bro. You're right. They are faggots, bro. Yeah. Samuel's right. Yeah, I know, man. Bitch. Fuck. Yes. Yes. How are we all today, boys? I had such a good day. This for me was one of the best days in like the last few weeks. Last few weeks was hard because I've been sick for like 2 weeks straight. And I'm still a little bit sick right now. I've still got like a little bit of like a chest infection or something weird. And today was the first day in about 1 or 1.5 weeks where I've done like everything I wanted to do. So I woke up, I meditated, I recorded 3 videos, I went to the gym, had a great workout, did the sauna, came back, read the book for like 1.5 hours. I read a book on dopamine, which was so interesting. And then I just made a module for the advanced course that I've got. Just made that. It's like, how long is it? Maybe like an hour. 1 hour, 20 minutes, just recorded that. That was pretty cool. And then now 2 hours of live streaming. Fucking awesome, man. You know those days where you get like everything done? This is like one of those for me today. Let's go, boys. I was trying to sleep yesterday. I don't know if you could. You probably won't be able to see that. I was trying to. You won't be able to see, but I was trying to. I was in the middle of sleep yesterday. This has happened a few times. I'm not gonna lie, and it's fucking annoying. And I just wake up and my. I think it's still here somewhere. There's a fucking mosquito in my room, right? And it's been here for like the last 3 days or something. And every night I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm just covered in bites on my hand and on my face and everything. And it's the most annoying thing because it's like so, like it stings and you can't sleep for like 10 minutes afterwards. I was literally like this, like I've got the mouth tape on, earplugs, the mask and everything. And I was like, like this, like just annoyed. It's fucking annoying, bro. It's in here somewhere. I swear it was like just touched my foot then because I've got another bite on my foot right now as well. So like imagine just one fucking mosquito and you can't even see it as well because it's nighttime as well. Oh, so annoying. Completely ruined my deep sleep for the day. Yeah, problem with the Southern Hemisphere with the Asian countries. Yeah, you take the L, man. Still worth it being here. Still like fucking awesome. Do you think you're hampering your own growth by removing comments critical of you? No, not really. I think people say they type shit with the guise of like, oh, I'm being helpful, I'm just doing some masculine criticism or something. But 90% of like the hate comments are just like trolls. Like they're not even making any good points. They'll just write bullshit basically. And the few points that are actually good, I usually just keep those ones. Yeah, it's rare that those comments are actually like critical and genuinely helpful. Most of it is genuinely just hate. It's not like a negative critical thing where they're giving a good point. It's just because it's like on the internet, people with bad mental health come together to like hate on one person at a time. And like one influencer is hated, then everyone goes to choose on the next influencer. That one's done something bad. It's like, it's just like a culture. So it doesn't really get to me as much as it used to. And so now it's like, okay, you see someone just commenting some bullshit, saying something randomly just fucking mean and insulting. So it's like, yeah, you just get permanently fucking banned. Why the fuck would I ever want you to fucking comment on my channel again? Yeah, 90% of it is just like, it's just the illogical little bullshit, honestly. They see one side of the story, they exaggerate it, they comment some bullshit, and I can decide to reply, but then I'm replying to someone who's not even going to be open-minded or anything anyway. And I'm just wasting my time with that. Because you're not going to change someone's opinion. Or you just fucking ban that prick and you're like, okay, goodbye. You're just chatting some shit. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Get the fuck out of here. People are here trying to learn, especially when it's not even on the topic of the video as well. People are here trying to learn, trying to focus on like the topic that we're talking about. And then someone's just there, just typing some bullshit. They'll write like a massive fucking paragraph. Block. Goodbye. Fuck you. I don't like parasocial shit at all, but I'm here because I'm grateful for you and what you've done for this movement. Thank you, bro. Yeah, you guys who are here, it's always nice to see like the same faces all the time, man. Live streaming's been so fun recently. The hate just comes and goes, man. Like every creator ends up getting it. I remember when Dr. K released his $50 course that he got a bunch of hate comments on like the video he released it on. Because I remember when he released this video to like promo this course he made, I watched it. And there was like quite a few negative comments. And I was almost shocked to think like, how the fuck do you hate on a guy who's like actually, you know, a psychiatrist, and he's made a course that he could have sold for 10 times more expensive, but he's made it for 50 fucking bucks. But people will find just a reason to hate. Like Andrew Huberman was getting a wave of hate like last year or the year before because he had like a few girlfriends. And it wasn't even that he was specifically cheating or anything. He just basically was like, he's a bit of a player. And people were hating on him and they were commenting about his life and everything. And people just like, one, you know, people care about influence or whatever, but there's a big part of the internet that loves to tear into other people. You know, it's like the type of people who leave like troll negative comments and stuff because they genuinely don't have anything else to do. So you get like little waves of hate for each influencer every now and then. It just like starts and stops, starts and stops. So that's it, man. Yeah. Haters have terrible mental health. They live shit lives and they hate themselves. Yeah. Yeah, the type of guys who literally go around like commenting shit. Yeah. Like it is pretty fucking pathetic, bro. Because like I've responded to some things, right? And I've told my perspective of things and what the full truth is and whatever. But of course, these fucking like haters, they won't watch all of that. They'll just watch one thing that was negative, like some internet anarchist bullshit video, and then they'll just comment whatever the fuck, like they've just heard, oh, you're a scammer. And it's like, no, clearly not. But you've not even watched my response videos. This is why I just ban these guys, because I'm like, am I going to comment to every retard? Be like, no, I'm not. Here's the video. No, I'm not. Here's the video. Like, maybe I should do that, to be honest. But like, I just think that if someone's like stupid, you just don't even fucking, you don't even try and respond, right? This is like, imagine all of us are in the gym working out, and someone's like stood outside saying like, oh, you're all gay for exercising. It's like, we can go outside and show him, look, exercise is actually healthy for you. Here's the proof. Or we can just think, what a fucking retard. Okay, let's just not even look at his direction anymore because he clearly wants attention. And I say this as a former hater myself as well. That's why, because I was one of these fucking guys. I was leaving worse comments than all these guys, honestly. when I was growing up, I was literally like leaving way worse comments than this. So I'm not like shocked when I see this stuff, because the shit that I was commenting on people's like YouTube channels and even like on Facebook and stuff with like my real profile was fucking absurd. So what did you write? Oh man, it was just, I wouldn't even say it, honestly. It was just like, imagine the most like hateful fucking comments you could write to people, like, you know, being able to pick out what their insecurities are and stuff. Oh man, it was disgraceful, bro. That's so funny. It's so fucked up. That's so weird. You should see my toe. Bitch. Yes, that's better. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Seems like everyone's feeling sickly recently. Where are we up to with getting away from Lost Boys? Who's made good progress? Me, kind of. I'm back in a rut again. Physically a bit mental. Made some progress on Lost. Let's go, bro. Just broke up with my girlfriend, trying to stay low key for a bit, working on business. It's been 13 days and I've not jacked off or even considered it. Nice, man. That's awesome. Didn't fail. No, not November. Making good progress. The more red pill content I watch, the more I get pulled towards Lust. I just try and take your advice and try to redirect my focus onto something positive. Lust is a major mental battle. The Bible says you can't fight lust, you have to run from it. What do you think about that from experience? Yeah, I agree with that. Similar to what I said on yesterday's stream. I find those moments when I'm really lustful and I'm really desiring something, if I kind of sit there and just try and fight that desire, in the end it wins. It just drains you out. You feel so tired, and in the end you just end up slipping up. It's only when I kind of like change what I'm doing and I go and do something else. Like the advice I gave you guys yesterday was like, whenever you notice yourself feeling really lustful or horny, just go and get changed and leave your house for whatever reason. Like go to the gym for the second time in the day, for example. Just that instantly, like even if you've got a big fucking boner beforehand, by the time you leave the house, it's okay, you're back to soft, and that's it, it's just gone basically. But it's when you like stay just sat in your room, that's when it's within an hour or two you're going to be like jacking off or texting a girl or something. So I agree with this actually. I personally feel like getting a girlfriend has helped me a lot with my lust. I can finally have full focus when going to the gym instead of being constantly distracted by girls at the gym. Yeah. Back when I had my ex-girlfriend, 2023, I noticed the same thing as well. Where when I was in like a very committed relationship with her, that I just wasn't really lustful at all. I just all week I was just focused on work, and I didn't even want to like look at girls or anything. And then obviously when she came, like she'd come like once a week, so obviously I was with her. But like it, when you have like a guaranteed girl in your life, you can kind of like relax, like you're out of that sort of FOMO survival mode of needing to fuck. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us are operating from like this kind of dysregulated nervous system, which puts you into a survival mode, which convinces you that you need to have sex because you might die soon. So you've got to go and like spread your seed like that. I think that's a big reason why quite a lot of guys are quite lustful, is because you're literally in like survival mode. When you take yourself out of survival mode, for example, when you fully genuinely believe you have like a girl fully locked down, she's yours, then you kind of like can start relaxing, thinking, no, I've already got my girl. And then you get less of this like agitated, gotta fuck kind of desire. Yeah. Yeah, because like beating lust when, especially for porn or for new girls or whatever, when you've got a great girlfriend, that's like easy mode, isn't it? So that can definitely be very helpful. Not that you should choose a girl just based on that, but it can definitely be helpful though. But it's very hard though, man. If you if you don't have a girlfriend, if you're not having sex, and especially if you're a young guy as well, if you're going through puberty, it's very fucking hard, man. So hard. Yeah, agreed. That's the one thing I still have to fix. I just have to heal properly. Yeah, you'd be surprised just how much of your problems just come down to whether your nervous system feels like you are healed or not. It's honestly a lot of the things that we struggle with in self improvement is just based on you being in survival mode and just choosing the short term option. It's like the first marshmallow. When you are in like a survival mode, you've been traumatized when you were younger, you're in survival mode, you just choose the first marshmallow rather than waiting for the second one. You choose to fuck some dirty girl right now rather than waiting. You choose to just ejaculate right now because you're in this like, oh, I need to do it fast, I need to do it fast. Do you think previous generations had this problem? I think they did. They definitely still had like sort of the survival mode and the lack of healing and stuff. But I think it's worse for us because we're one generation down. So, trauma passes downwards. That's one. And then two, we definitely get more triggered in our generation because of like social media and everything else, and the abundance of available porn and those kinds of things. So I think we have the hardest life in terms of like, your own problems. Of course, like previous generations had like fucking the Great Depression and shit, but like in terms of our own problems that we put onto ourselves, like addictions and bad habits, yeah, we've had the hardest thing. Previous generations, they had like an enemy, right? They had like, okay, there's a war or something, there's something in the real world. Generations before that, they had plagues and diseases. Then generations before that, they had saber-toothed tigers. We just have ourselves. Like every generation of humans has had like the great battle with something. From the first days, it was like other cavemen and it was like tigers and shit. And now it's basically just yourself. Like you are your own enemy. The enemy was external in the older generations. This generation isn't external, it's more internal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, right. And that's what makes things hard, because imagine if your trouble in life was just don't get killed by the tiger. There's something, I don't know, I'm just speculating here, right? But there's something kind of comforting with that. Whereas our troubles in life is like weird, like ADHD symptoms and like fried dopamine receptors. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like Craig said, like our ancestors could see the enemy. There's something comfortable with that. Our enemy now is like all of us have plastics inside of our testicles. So before, drink from a bottle of water. Like, what a lame way to not be able to pass on your children, right? Because that's like the ultimate purpose of life is, okay, you survive, you spread your seed. That's the biological purpose of life. And for generations before us, it was like, okay, well, what's going to stop them is like competition with other cavemen and also some tigers and whatever. But with us, it's like we don't have that shit. Honestly, our competition is like other guys who are jacking off to AI girlfriends. The real danger is like, oh yeah, you might fucking kill yourself before you get the chance, or you might like you might I don't know, get like fucking ADHD testicle syndrome or some shit. Now you can't even like get a girl pregnant anymore. Like, how fucked up is that? Yeah. Well, put it this way though, because this is such an interesting topic, right? Like comparing how things used to be for like how we perceive, for our ancestors to how things are now, where the enemies used to be the tigers and the cavemen, and now the enemies are like your own ADHD symptoms and microplastics. The brave warriors of our ancestors, the type of men that we would have wanted to be, you just need to become the equivalent of that now. And does anyone know what the equivalent of that now would be? Like, imagine the old days, right? It was like the sort of warrior, the hero who was the best, who was the safest and had the most chance of like reproducing and having the good life. Does anyone know what the equivalent of that is now? It's so interesting because like what's the archetype? What's the type of person? So back in the old days, it would have been like the sort of the warrior, the knight, the king, the people who were able to stay away from like misery and wars and deaths. It would have been the men who were extremely physically strong. Back in the caveman days, it just would have been the guy who's just the biggest and the most brute force. Now the equivalent of that for the type of guy who basically is going to be most successful in the modern day is going to be kind of like an intellectual Chad, like the type of person who watches like Andrew Huberman podcasts and knows about microplastics and that your phone fries your fucking testicles when you put it in your pocket, and you are maximizing your SMV, your sex appeal, with going to the gym and building an aesthetic body, optimizing your testosterone levels, and then you're also like you're I don't know, growing a following online the type of shit that I've really done, I think, is like, this is the meta. Before, the meta would have been like being a knight or some shit. Now the meta is like being a podcaster who's also handsome, who's also well educated, and you are almost like a biohacker optimizing your health. I think that's like the meta for this new world that we live in. Anyone disagree with that? Because I am fairly certain this was like the best life you could live. It's the equivalent of like, if you fantasize about the old days, whatever, and you think, oh, if I could go teleport back in time, I would have been like a knight and I would have been strong or whatever. This is like the equivalent of it. You really need to be everything, yeah, like Samuel said, and you need to have the intellect, because that's how you do well in the modern day. You need to use leverage like social media and post your lessons there. Like, even to find a good woman as well, it's like these days the meta of finding a good woman is literally you post content where you show your personality, you show that you're like husband material, and she'll basically watch it and end up like liking you already from watching 10 hours of your content, and then she'll end up messaging you one day. It's no longer the princess in the enemy tribe, or the princess in the castle, or whatever, or the queen that you have to marry. This is the meta now. Yeah, that's it. Like, that's a good summary. It's Summit said. In the old days, it was mostly about physicality. Now you need intellect as well. Yeah. Like, physicality is still important, but it is genuinely, bro, it's like 10 times less important. Now, especially in terms of like actual fitness, if there was a pyramid, the most important thing is intellect in the modern day. Then it's appearance. Then it's actual like strength and whatever. Like, back in the old days, it was strength first for men, then intellect, and then physical, and then appearance. Now intellect is the most important, so it's been almost flipped. And then interestingly, your appearance is actually more important than your actual genuine strength now. Like, I think a lot of us agree with that, like the sort of looks maxing thing. Your appearance, it's better to look strong than it is to actually like be strong in the modern day, because your actual strength in the modern day, honestly, it's not that needed. I know that a lot of us in like the sort of masculinity space, we say like, oh, like you have to learn how to fight and stuff. And yeah, sure, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but it is literally like 100 times, 1,000 times less important to know how to fight and to be physically strong now than it used to be like a few hundred years ago. Of course, it's still important, but it's 100% less effective than it used to be. And a man's appearance seems to be more important now than how, like, 10 times more important than it used to be 100 years ago. So intellect is king. Or the status movie clip is asking, status, I'd say, is like almost a result of all these things. Basically, all these things give you status. What gives you the biggest boost in your status? Like, status is everything. Status is just your position in the hierarchy, and everything is correlated with your status. How do you get high status? Hundreds of years ago, or thousands of years ago, tens of thousands of years ago, higher status would have just been brute force, physical strength done. Now it's like, it's just intellect. That's like 80% of it, 90% of it. Then appearance, and then like a small percent. Obviously, this isn't shitting on like being physically strong and learning to fight, because those things are really, really cool and really helpful. But in terms of just status maxing, way less important. What's the most important thing for better intellect? That's a really good question. I would say it's a twofold thing. Learn and teach. Learn a lot about what you're interested in. So have a form of learning that you really enjoy, like reading, and then teach it, especially teaching it online. That's like status, intellectual maxing. Intellect maxing is step one, read or learn, or read or watch, and step two, teach it online. That's like the 80% of like showing your intellect in the modern day. A best case scenario, halfway after you learn, you go and actually implement in your real life as well. Even if you're teaching it to a rubber duck, teaching always helps. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's just a shame not to teach it online though. I think just I think I live such a fucking good life like this, boys, and I'd highly recommend a lot of you to do the same thing. Just be a student of life, of the areas of life you care about, like fitness, whatever. Learn, consume content, read books, implement it into your life because you're already doing step 1 and step 2 if you're here. And then the final thing is just teach it online. Just make a YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and just teach whatever you've learned. Like I can't believe how much fucking progress I've made just from I was already learning. Like before I even became a YouTuber, I've always just enjoyed learning about things that I'm interested in, learning and implementing it. And the final step to really change your life is just teach it online. Like that's just insane how much leverage you get. Just be a synthesizer. You learn something, you use it in your life, and then you just teach it online on social media in content. That's it. And then your life just changes and you're basically monetizing your own self-improvement journey. Like it's fucking insane that you can make so much money like this and such an impact as well. Sometimes I'm taken aback by thinking and remembering that this is my job. Like that's so insane to me that I was already learning and implementing things into my life, and the final stage was me just basically teaching what I have learned. This far. First time I saw you, I instantly thought you were some Indian scammer or something. Getting this far, not being white, is astonishing. Uh. Yeah, the time we live in is the best time to become an intellectual person. So much information out there. Yeah. Yeah, and you really hang on, let me ban this fucking retard. And you can really use it wisely, right? To just help your own growth and then just teach it online. Literally whatever's just worked for you, teach it online. And then you end up just creating a business that helps people and makes you money at the same time. You don't have to work a normal job anymore. Like that's so beautiful. Yeah, I just sniped him, bro. See you later, bro. This is what I mean, right? These fucking trolls come in here and then I ban them, and then people are like, oh, why are you banning all these people? They're leaving like really critical, helpful comments. And it's like a fucking dead rose emoji. Do you have ex-girlfriends that left you or you left that after the breakup started to miss you more now? I was just thinking, I don't think any girls have ever left me in my life, actually. I'm pretty sure I've broke up with that's like a fucked up flex, but do I started to miss you more? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, most of them, I would assume. Yeah. Yeah. Connection's bad. Hang on. How many girls from university seen your success and reached out? Not like a crazy amount from what I can remember. I'm sure there's probably been like a decent handful here and there, but I was extremely different in university. So anyone who knew me then, they don't really watch this kind of content. So um, I've had a bunch of people in total reach out, like from high school and people who I used to play games with and whatever. But especially in university, I was like a total fucking degenerate, just taking drugs and whatever. And most people, even though they end up phasing out of that kind of life, they still kind of stay kind of like normies when you're that extreme in degeneracy. So I'm not too sure if many people I knew got onto the sort of good discipline path like I did. Are we lagging? Why do you think girls that break up with you start to miss you all of a sudden later? It can be for a lot of reasons, but one of the most common reasons, especially if the girl does the breaking up and then she reaches out a few weeks later, is because she started to move on. She started to speak to a new guy. And then the day she messages you is because the new guy that she actually wanted hasn't replied yet. Or he like fucked her and hasn't texted her again or whatever. It's what I called like the beta male trap, where if a girl leaves you a few weeks afterwards, she might text you just to see if you're still like a fucking loser and you'd get so happy to reply back to her or whatever. So just be aware of that. I've heard a lot of guys tell me this, and then they entertain the conversation, and the girl just kind of like plays them around a little bit, and then they find out that she was like having sex this entire time and whatever. So yeah, just be careful of that, boys. Mm. Yeah, keep it blocked, man. I'm surprised how many young people think that this is like a bad thing, but I'm all for like telling young guys, once you leave a girl, just block her on everything and then just move on. Every single time someone tells me like, "Oh no, blocking them seems insecure. I'm not going to block her." And then a month later, 2 months later, they end up writing like a new post in our community saying like, "Oh, guys, I got back with her and it's been terrible, but it was on and off. And I realized she had dated someone and she, had sex with someone. And then I kept on seeing her and whatever." It's like, no, just the moment you've ended with a girl, literally just like remove it all from your life, because especially if it's going to be a painful breakup, if you really liked her, right, we're not talking about some girl you didn't even give a shit about, but someone you really loved, you're going to end up just texting her like a fucking retard. You're going to end up looking back at pictures and whatever, and it's risky, especially when you're younger as well. And like Craig said, block her friends as well, because if you go onto Snapchat and then you see they've posted that she's out right now, it's going to break your fucking heart. You're going to feel like shit for no reason. But I mean, we've all been there. So, and how many of these like relationships were just based on like lust as well? Mm. Yeah. For all of you guys here who have had girlfriends before, who here now, when you look back at it, think that it was mostly because of lust that you got with that girl, not because you actually genuinely thought that she was like a good quality girl to pursue something serious with? You just kind of made her your girlfriend just to kind of have like sex and stuff, basically. Because I feel like quite a lot of young guys do that. Yeah. Yeah, like what Oliver said, you like you start with lust and then you end up falling in love, but you fall in love with a girl who was probably like a hoe that you didn't even want to be with, but you just bond too much. This is the problem with lust. You when you choose a girl for lust, you end up sort of like bonding yourself to her, and then you actually fall for her even though like she's not actually even close to your standard. Like you wouldn't actually ever 0% chance you'd ever get down on one fucking knee and like propose to her or anything. 0% chance. But you do it just because, you're with this girl just because you kind of bonded and whatever. This is why a lot of lust when we speak about it, a lot of it's based down on fapping and on porn. And that's definitely a problem. But in fact, honestly, it's actually worse when it comes to actually having sex with girls, like when you're older and that becomes more of the likelihood. That's when it can get extra tricky because you can really end up bonding with a girl that you shouldn't bond with. Like just the hookup is like, it's like it's dirty enough. But when you are constantly hooking up with the same girl, it's so likely that you end up getting feelings for her, even if you know that you don't want to be with her. And then you end up just like, you've got feelings for her and it gets complicated and you don't want to be with her, but you already really love her or whatever. So just stay a virgin until you find one that meets all your standards. To be honest, bro, I don't know. You probably shouldn't be taking advice from me from this topic because I'm a very fucking lustful person, so I don't have all the answers here. And perhaps it would be better you go the sort of religious route and you stay a virgin until you get married. And that sounds like a really good idea in some ways. But then on the other hand, we could argue that that might leave you kind of blind and you might marry a girl who you think is a good girl, but that you don't actually know. You know what I mean? So it's very hard, man. Like a lot of guys are saying, okay, you need experience, and experience can definitely be helpful. So I don't really know where I stand on this right now. Like, should you get experience or not? My mind seems to like change based on the advice I would give you, because on one hand, there's like the beauty of the religious protocol. Okay, stay a virgin, get married, boom. On the other hand, you can learn a lot and start to understand what type of girl you actually want to be with and what type of girls to avoid. So it seems to me it's kind of like the two extremes. Either you need to go full extreme sort of religious mode and genuinely only have the sort of religious marriage with also a virgin wife. But the problem is most guys who are virgins, that they're not fully like in religious mode. They're just kind of like, they'll talk about religion every now and then, but they're not like fully crazy about religion. And they're just kind of virgins just because they've not had sex yet, rather than they actually genuinely have made the choice. And then they end up like getting their first girlfriend in a year or so after being disciplined, having sex, and then they've just done the worst case scenario, which is like they didn't get much experience, but they also didn't even stay full religion sort of virgin mode. You know what I mean? So I think the two extremes are probably better. I think either one, you stay full religious mode, stay a virgin, get married religiously. That makes sense. But I think anything in the middle, where you kind of like you don't get any experience, but you also aren't going for the sort like full sort of sacred religious kind of marriage, and you end up just having a couple of girlfriends, but also you're mostly unexperienced blue pill kind of shit, just getting fucked around, getting cheated on, whatever. That's probably one of the worst case scenarios. Yeah, like Samuel said, the vast majority of virgins aren't by choice. Of course, men will tell you it is their choice, but a lot of guys, given the chance, would actually have sex, though. So, yeah, always something to consider, man. I think this is such a tricky place to give advice. As for me, I'm just I'm gonna stay a virgin until I get married. One sec. I'm gonna go bathroom. Yeah, what the fuck? He's gonna jack up. What's this you guys are all talking about? Who are you speaking about? Is there some guy being a cock or? Akash Singh. What's the fuck is that? What's the gossip? He's basically the new Will Smith Flagrant's podcast host. Let's have a look. Akash Singh. I find this kind of content so fucking slop, honestly. Like, oh, look, this just in, what this guy did. Like, I don't know, man. Let's look at it anyway, because this gets views. I've become what I hate, honestly. Which one should we watch? Myron Gaines roasts Akash Singh after his wife responds to. Also, his wife is like saying some shit.
Why are you mad if me and my husband are cool with each other, if we both make jokes at each other's expense? The difference is my husband will go on stage and say whatever the fuck he wants about me. No one has anything to say. It's like, oh my God, it's so funny, it's so relatable. But then I come on TikTok and I make jokes and now you have a fucking problem? Because I don't have a mic in my hand? Like, make it make sense. I'm not here for the fucking misogyny. One thing that I will say, being canceled by this, like, people doesn't affect me.
Oh, no, it absolutely does. That's why you're responding. The beef between Myron Gaines of the Fresh and Fit podcast and comedian Akash Singh has reached an intense later. Myron Gaines actually wrote down in my comment section and he said, Andrew Schultz, here's his stupid ass wife making a mockery of him and herself on a podcast. and then link the original piece of content that I commentated over. I'm about to cook them like curry when I get back to Miami. To which Akash responded, my man out here getting triggered by jokes, how ironic. But don't worry about me, Myron. I got no issue putting a bitch in her place, for example, and then link this old flagrant podcast. Let's listen to a little bit of it to see what he said.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. Those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny.
Akash only dates Brown. Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
so
Indian
this
woman.
is like loyal through and through. Okay.
And I understand.
Whatever. These comments probably came after.
This just seems like just bullshit, honestly. Who the fuck watches this stuff, bro? Honestly. Oh, this just in. This guy said this and this guy said this. Get a fucking job, bro. What the hell? Fucking hell. What are we, Greg Doucette? So Akash is just shut up, bro. Fucking hell. Get a job. Honestly, who the fuck recommended us to watch that shit, bro? Who gives a fuck about what some other fucking guy's doing, man? Honestly, do I look like a fucking little pussy? Like this just in, oh, this guy did this guy did that. Fuck you. That's so boring. Fuck me, there's this like very little. If you squint your eyes, there might be a bit of like education in there somewhere. And the educational insight is like, don't be a fucking simp. Like, oh, congratulations. Fuck me, bro. God, that's gay. Honestly, I'm like pissed off that we just wasted like 5 minutes of our time watching this shit, bro. Who the fuck gives a shit? Whose idea was it to watch that? Hang on, I'm gonna go ban them now. Go on. Comments. Who told me to watch that? Who was the one who wrote it down? You're getting perm banned, bro. I'll send you to the fucking to the pit with all the fucking haters and retards. Fuck you, bro. Someone go scroll up the chat and go find them. Who told me to go react to that? They're getting perm banned. Oh man. Oh, it looks like, was it BY? And he's like, no, it wasn't me. I don't watch that shit. Oh, it's fucking slop, isn't it? This type of content. Like this just in. Oh, gay. I haven't seen Sneako's new video. We can watch that together. I was going to watch the Red Pill one, actually. Where is that? Is that on his second channel?
What the fuck is it? Doing a song? You seen that before? A city bike doing a track. A city bike freestyling. How you do that? How you got the bike freestyling?
Oh, it's just for me to see it from far.
They got the beatbox city bike. Is that? Oh, what?
Oh shit!
That'd be kind of hard. I'll admit it. She ain't fucking with you, nigga. I just said everything that happening in my life. You can have it when I'm finished. Shit, hot up in the six right now. Shit, hot up in the six, boy. Shit, hot up in the six right now. Come see us and get it fixed, boy.
Hey, Chico?
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
I had to lock in for 2 minutes straight.
Oh, you're good. Sorry, as soon as I saw it.
Let me know it's gonna drop tonight. Tell me if that looks cool.
Okay, sounds good.
Let me take one of the video. I'm gonna post this tonight because I upload every day. I'll take the picture.
Daily vlog pic.
Oh, Stevie Shane, what the fuck?
What up?
Blue, I like you all with the red beret.
The train's 8 minutes away. I thought it was 8 minutes away. This is perfect timing. So, what you guys get into today?
We got a boat.
Can I drive a stop?
No.
Just one. What's your favorite thing about this job?
Nothing.
Tomorrow I'll ask you again. Maybe I'll drop next time. What are you guys looking for?
This will go to Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
At Chambers, you switch from here to the A train, and then that will go to Dumbo. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's part of my autism. I'm good at directions.
You need to have a duo like this, like one autistic.
I feel like I'm not very good at doing, like React contents where you got to watch this shit and you got to be like, whoa, oh my God, he just did that. Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa. Like, I'm just like such a silent, just like listener that if I have to react to something and watch it, I'm just like, that's a pretty good point. Whoa, he did what? Fucking Mr. Beast face. Watch Sneako's opinion with Clav on you. It's like 2 minutes. Okay, this is the last fucking thing we're gonna react to. If this is shit, you get banned, Michael. Okay, let's have a look. You're gonna have to make an alt account. Sneako, Clav, Hamza. Sneako reacts. No, that's the one. Sneako. Is it this one? Oh, it's fucking 2 hours long, bro. Are we really gonna? Does anyone know the timestamp? Honestly. Oh, I don't know about this.
Right. That's the thing that you want to avoid is influencing people in a negative light. Something that's going to be comparable to the things that I'm doing.
Okay.
So I'm using another thing called cerebral.
Mainstream media, which is really just Ben Shapiro's company.
Yeah,
fucking sell out. Then stop tweeting at me. It's the litmus test.
I can't be asked finding it, bro. It'll be there somewhere. No, the 2-minute clip on Sneako, everything. Oh my God. Okay. You're 100% getting banned if this is shit, bro. Sneako, everything. And then Hamza, Clavicular calls out Hamza on Sneako's channel. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, what's your opinion on Hamza?
Hamza, I don't like Hamza's content a lot. I think he's leading a lot of people astray. His advice is only really going to work for you if you're already someone who's so successful in their looks and their career. Like if you start applying Hamza's game,
that strikes me as someone who's literally never watched my videos. Okay, his advice is only going to work for you if you're already successful,
and you're just like a normie. Like that's going to be an utter embarrassment for you.
What is the overall message? Is like do push-ups and journal?
Do push-ups, like journal. It's like a lot of he talks about a lot of masculine and feminine frames.
Adonis and Jeffrey.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Hamza.
Like mindset stuff. That would be good if you're someone who's already well established in their career, making a ton of money, already in shape, good looking. Sure, like that mentality stuff is good. But like if you're just saying this shit to people who are subhuman, people who are working normal jobs, and they start applying this, it really will be embarrassing when they spend all this effort, they put in all this time, and the results are nothing like promised by Hamza. Hamza is a multimillionaire off social media. So sure, if he, is confident, sure, when you have millions of followers and you DM a chick with all your confidence, it's going to go a lot different than his average viewer is what I'll tell you.
You know what I don't like? I like self-improvement stuff and, looks maxing. It's good to care about your image because a lot of guys think it's stupid or a waste. Mm-hmm. So it's good.
That's not true at all, though. It's more like no matter what level you start at, you make progress. And the looks maxing works, the physique transformation works, you become more confident. It's the confidence that leads to, for example, you start posting the content. It's the confidence that leads to you going to the gym. It's the confidence and the mindset that leads to you to start improving your looks and stuff. So I'd say he's wrong there.
Seeing people do it. I think the journaling thing is dumb. Mm-hmm. I think it's just you found a word to say writing in your diary. Mm-hmm. But for men, like you should write with a purpose. Like if I'm going to write something, it's going to serve a function. It's going to be for the video, a commentary, but like writing in your little diary every day. And not to diss it, like I like Hamza and stuff like that, but like I've met people who do the daily journaling and it gives you the illusion that you're productive and you're not doing it. Like I ate an egg today.
So fucking what? Like make some money or create something and just.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really doubt like the average guy has something worth writing down more than once a week, right? So
yeah, what are you gonna talk about?
It's so ridiculous to me. Just journal. Well, it's like because that kind of almost makes me think you're like forcing yourself to, you know, be introspective, and the conclusions you come up with are not going to be good because it's forced. You know, you don't need to write this down. Sure, maybe if you have like a really like, you know, insightful idea, I'll all of a sudden write it down. What I usually do is just record myself like talking about it if it's something actually worth a shit. But you know, then again, it's very rare you have something worth like noting.
Yeah. Oh, Greg made another. We're not reacting to more slop boys. Yeah, I don't think that guy's ever really watched my videos before. Okay, no more React content, boys. I'm sick of it. That's like the most content I've watched in a little while. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, before this stream earlier today, I was thinking about this, like the basically I was reading a book on dopamine, and one of the pieces of advice it gives you is to get bored and to, you know, not be overstimulated. And it says when you're bored, that's when the real you comes out, and you get all these interesting beliefs and ideas and thoughts that might not come out when you're constantly overstimulated, always listening to music, always consuming content. So I ended up asking myself, yeah, like what happens when I'm bored? What kind of thoughts do I get? And that's when usually one of the biggest things that happens is I end up thinking about family, about like having children. And I've noticed this for the last like few years, actually. That's one thing. And then the other thing is I often think about my work and everything's going well. It feels like awesome. I'm doing really well. But then one of the things I almost always feel with the work that I do is just how kind of cancer the fast-paced like internet is. And streaming's probably the worst version of that, but we actually have quite like a wholesome stream. We don't really have that like crazy of a stream or anything, but like just the, you know, the whole internet thing, or people talk about you and shit. Like, okay, I watched this video, 2 people are talking about me. The video ends, and then there's a video from Greg Dusha, another one that he's talking about me. And it's just like it can trigger your like nervous system, your primal caveman brain bullshit. That's probably one of the worst parts of this entire job. It's just, it's not specifically the hate, but it's more like just like the internet stuff in general. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain it because how would you even change that? I don't think there is like a way out of this. All I feel is like this is the right side of history. Other people make their money from just like making slop, basically making slop, rage bait, hate content, low effort, whatever, AI content or hate content, React content, that kind of stuff. I mean, they're putting bread on the table. That's why they do it, right? Of course, but I never wanted to be that way. So the reason why I chose YouTube from the first place was because I wanted something purposeful and educational and not just like the fast-paced internet trend kind of thing. And this is why I've set up my live stream, you guys have seen, in a very particular way where I don't want it to turn into that. Like, I'm okay having a laugh and doing like a 5-10 minute React section every now and then, but like, I don't want it to turn into the same fucking every live stream where it's just the same fast paced like cancer. Like, you know, it's like a cortisol spike. It's like your amygdala gets active from like all the fast paced shit that's happening, and like, oh, this person said this and this person said this just then, just fucking slop, bro. Honestly. I see it all and I'm like, it really is fucking goy slop, isn't it? Like when I see these channels. Not Sneeko, I like Sneeko, but like most of these channels that you look at, like the Greg Doucette shit, it really just looks like fucking slop to me, honestly. Like how crazy it is. Like people make videos on me and I literally don't even click them, even though it's about me, it's personal, right? Just because I'm like, oh God, who wants to even like hear 30 seconds of like a rage baiting little slop cancer enthusiast? You know what I mean? Like a lot of their videos are not made on their own genuine beliefs and values. They're made to just optimize the viewer retention on their fucking algorithm. They say the words that they say not for truth, not for education, not for purpose or fulfillment or impact, but just to get views, just to spike retention so that they can make more money. And then the problem is there's so many young people, so many people in general who are just hooked onto that. And this is the game, right? It's like you no matter what, you still have to have like a bit of retention in your videos and everything. But I've always tried to err the line of doing that in a very, very like education, but with a bit of funny sort of humor attached to it, with a bit of editing that adds to the video. And it's like, instead of it being entirely just slop, fast-paced trend, it's like the difference between, imagine the clothes that your great grandfather bought and he gave to your dad, and it's like some leather shoes or something that's been in your family for like 50 years, compared to like the fast fashion slop that is like Primark and Zara, the quick clothes that are made that break down within like a few months of you wearing them. It's like that, right? It's like the difference between a book that an author has spent a lot of time to just really optimize to being educational and impactful for you. Like the best books are not made by influencers. The best books are not made by anyone who's like probably still alive today. The best books were made by men in their 60s and 70s where they were getting close to dying. And then they decided, okay, let me put all of my wisdom into a book so I can leave something behind for the next generation. It's like comparing that to like short form content. This is like the sad reality of the internet. This is like the dead internet theory where like the internet's just turned fucking shit. It's just like brain rot slop. And the problem is that's what sells. That's what gets views. And then when you look, like when you are the creator and everything in your sort of like upload base, you know, on your sort of dashboard tells you to post that kind of content. And if you don't, if you post something that's a bit deeper and whatever, it doesn't perform, and you see all the gray colors that shows like, oh, your channel's not doing so well, that video didn't perform, whatever, then you feel bad and you naturally want to make a video that's more trendy, that's more fast-paced, it's more brain rot, right? Like someone commented before on this live stream, they said like, oh, Hamza, that video you made about the father wound was like one of your best videos. And it's a video where I spoke deeply about like all of us have like a wound from our fathers that we need to heal by speaking to them directly as men. And I literally had tears on my jumper, like as you know, I was recording the video after just like sending a big message to my father. And that video didn't perform. That video got like 10 out of 10, worst video in the last like 10 videos. And if I was a weaker person, which I have been before, I would have seen that and been like, oh, okay, so don't post videos like that. But that might have been one of the most impactful videos that I made in the last few months. Like, look at Craig. He said that video made me go and heal my relationship with my father. I cried. Like, we are on the right side of history, even though there's less of us on this side, and there's way more people who will watch brain rot content. This just in, this is what this influencer has done recently. This is what this celebrity has done. Like Will Smith fucking did this thing. Dwayne Johnson is taking less steps. Who gives a fuck? Holy shit, fucking goy slop propaganda, honestly. Who, like anyone who fucking made a video on that shit, like, oh, Dwayne Johnson's not taking steroids anymore, and Will Smith smacks some comedian or some shit. Fuck you. Who gives a fuck? Slop. Honestly, such fucking slop, man. This is the problem with the fucking internet. Because that shit goes fucking viral, right? The fucking Huck to a girl and all these fucking gay little trends. And the thing is, when it's pure comedy, that actually makes sense to me, right? When it's pure, it's just like a funny meme, whatever. Okay, fair enough. Because it's a bit of a humorous joke. That's not actually crazy, because memes will always travel. Comedy will always do well. But when it's like under the guise of like a little bit of education, real world content, it's like a celebrity update, influencer update bullshit. That's when it's just disgusting. And of course, like, because it's happened a lot to me in the last like month. And think about this from my perspective, boys. Imagine how many videos have been made about me in the last month. And guess what? I've watched like one of them. Like literally like one for a few fucking minutes of all the ones that were made about me. Now imagine this. They were made about me. It's personal. And I'm not watching this fucking slop. So what do you think I'm going to recommend to you? Right? If I'm not even watching the fucking videos that are made about me, for the love of God, boys, take this seriously. Think about it. You should not be watching any of this fucking bullshit. Like I don't watch the ones about other people. I hardly fucking watch the ones that are made about me. Like literally, you just saw it live. We literally was just watching a video that was about me. It was a bit boring. And then after it finished, there was another fucking Greg Doucette video about me. And you literally saw me notice it. And then I just went off the screen. I was like, oh, it's just going to be fucking slop, isn't it? It's just the first thing that my mind thought was like, okay, he's going to convince another 100, 200 guys to not take like self-improvement and discipline so seriously. And he's going to tell them like, oh yeah, like Hamza says that cold showers will change your life. Like all these fucking retards, every single time they'll always do some shit like this where they'll downplay the shit that we talk about. And they'll say like, oh, well, Hamza says like cold showers will change your life, but it's not, it's going to be more than that. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking dumbass. Of course it is. That's what the 1,000 videos I've posted. When did I ever tell you that one of the little habits that I tell you is going to change your life forever? But rather it's like the whole package of improving your life and making progress to your goals and becoming a better man and becoming stronger minded is going to help. But they'll try and, you know, they don't give a shit about truth. They only give a shit about what's going to get like maximum retention. So that's why they manipulate the facts and say like, oh, well, Hamza is a guy who tells you that cold showers will make you rich, and Hamza thinks he's like Adonis. He says he's the perfect person. And I'm like, fuck you. Show me one clip where I said I'm the perfect person. Oh, well, Hamza's been like, you know, Hamza claimed natural all this time. No, I didn't. Show me one fucking clip where I claimed natural this entire fucking time. But they'll twist the words just enough to trigger their fucking retard audience and to get more watch time from them. And then they'll say, oh, by the way, buy my fucking program, my supplement. Fuck you. Fucking demonic people, bro. You know, on Instagram, when you post an Instagram reel, there's like a bit of data it gives you, which is how much human life have you harvested. Like Instagram has this specific feature, like on even on YouTube as well. You'll post a bit of content and it says, okay, what's the total watch time? And it says like, you know, 3,000 hours, whatever. But on Instagram, it puts it into days and months and years. You post like some brain rot content and it literally tells you that you have basically harvested 73 days of human life force. And these people willingly do that with no education at all. Just for slop, just for hate content, man. Yeah. I'm so glad that I'm not like that anymore, just watching fucking slop content and scrolling and shit like that, like when I used to. Yeah, Oliver, it's more on the context, right? Sometimes you have to defend yourself if there's a bunch of people in your comments and they're getting everything wrong. And other times you just look at it, like when I saw that Greg Doucette video just then. I forgot what that guy's fucking name was. When I saw Greg Doucette's video, if I don't see a bunch of comments on my videos about some hate that's happening, then it's minor. Then it's like just slop, basically. So Greg made he's made 3 videos in the last fucking week about me. And he posted that one. I've not watched that one, but he posted that like 2 days ago, and I've not seen like a rise of comments in my sort of video saying, oh, Greg's video or whatever, which basically means it was insignificant. So I'm not even going to watch it. The only time I really reply is if someone's in the comments, or a lot of people are in the comments, and it's like specific about something, right? So But Greg's he's made close to 10 videos about me because he is just a fucking soulless human being just posting fucking slop. And someone will post this to him, he'll make another one. So Hamza's been shut up, you squeaky voice weirdo. Keep posting fucking brain rot content. Honestly, just full-time professional hater with a squeaky voice. It is like the cancer of the fitness industry. And I was thinking about this recently. He's in a very strong place because he's kind of like, he's quite safe, right? Because you're not going to really fight back against him because he doesn't really talk much about himself or anything like that. He just focuses on what's going to get the most views, and he posts videos like every day, every 2-3 days or whatever. And it's just slop content. It's just pure fucking slop. No contribution. So, yeah. Yeah, it quite literally is like a shit stain on the fitness industry. But and he declared me the worst YouTuber on earth. It's not even close. There's someone who's helping people, and there's someone who just fucking clickbaits 3 times a day to sell his fucking testosterone supplements or some whatever the fuck he sells, his cookbooks that suggest you to eat 200 grams of sugar a day. Gay. It's all negative drama content, man. It's literally 100% just fucking negative, low vibrational frequency, weird shit like that. Just fucking gay, bro. That's it. There is no amount of money that could make me do what he does. Just like full-time fucking hater, honestly. Just gay. Yeah, no more need to talk about him. He's been left in the past now. Done, bro. This is just someone will take a clip, send this to him. This is like content for 3 more fucking videos now. No, Hamza, you've been left in the past. Just shut up. You fucking aren't you like 5'5", bro? Just shut up. Keep fucking talking about other men, you fucking fag. No, shut up. So Hamza's been like, here we go, another 3 videos coming around, bro. Me and Mike Israetel. He should watch the Deep Voice Guide. I should send him a link of the how to deepen your voice. Fucking slop, man, honestly. The book was Dopamine Nation. Very interesting book. The first chapter is very, very interesting. It talks about like the story of like this psychiatrist, and she has this patient who has like a masturbation machine, like, you know, like a full-time guna, and it's about just dopamine overload. How does it feel being the father of self-improvements? Yeah, like maybe in terms of just posting about it on YouTube, but I feel like most of these lessons that I give you have already been out here before. I've just kind of I've always learned from other people, other books, resources, YouTubers, just tried, see what works for me, and then I just teach you. And it just so happened that it turned into like its own kind of field of like self-improvement, which is just like Hamza's way of improving your life, basically. And yeah, tying back into what we were just talking, it's crazy how much hate this fucking message gets. Or half of it's about the message of like, oh yeah, self-improvement doesn't work, or like, oh, it's cold showers, whatever. And then half of it's hate directly onto me, where they always twist shit so badly, don't they? Where they're like, oh, well, Hamza says he's perfect. He says he's like Adonis, but he's actually not. Look, here's the thing that he's done wrong. And I always watch it, and I'm sure you guys do. And I'm like, when the fuck did I ever say I was perfect? Like, I don't know how they get this idea. Because every fucking video that they hate on me, they always say some shit like this. Like, oh yeah, he thinks he's perfect. He thinks he's so arrogant. He thinks like, everyone has to like live up to his expectations because he's perfect and shit. And I'm like, when the fuck did I, like if you click on one video for 5 minutes, you'll see every single video is literally me saying like, oh yeah, guys, I fucked up so much with this one. And here's what worked for me. And if usually I'm the fucking Jeffrey in the scenario, but they literally just this is what I mean, right? These channels, they don't make their content for impact. They make their content for retention, like viewer retention, just for them to make money. They don't give a shit about the impact they have on the world, whether it's positive or negative. They don't care, not even like 1%. And I'm not perfect. I'm not some fucking I'm not like 0% Jew, right? I'm like a healthy level of Jew, like the rest of us, maybe like 20% of 20 to like 50% of the work I do is like, because it's going to help me as well. It's going to help my business. It's going to help me make money. Of course. Yeah. I've never once told you guys that I'm like, that I don't care about money at all. I'm not like a materialistic person, but it's still nice, of course. So, but these people, bro, they literally are just 100% Jew. They literally 0%. They give a shit about the impact, whether it's positive or negative. They are just only optimized for one metric, which is viewer attention, which then they get sales from. That's it. They do not give a shit about if they have a positive impact on the world or a negative impact on the world. So that's why they aren't basing their videos off the truth. They base their videos just on what will keep people watching. Similar to like Mr. Beast, right? He doesn't give a shit about like harvesting human attention just for slop. He just gives a shit about like maximizing the metrics on YouTube. But and the thing is, I can't blame that because people still want entertainment. But the worst thing, honestly, I think the worst thing is these. Yeah, like what BY said, is the ones who specifically spread negativity. Because someone who posts like slop, like entertainment content, yeah, it's like a waste of time, but fair enough, it's like kind of fun to watch. This is why I don't think like memes or anything are that bad. But when it's like hate negative content, especially towards someone who's trying to do good, that's where it's fucked up. Because I always say, like, look, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to do good. And I think anyone who's not being like a hateful piece of shit, who's extremely biased, can see that I'm trying to do good in this world. I'm not perfect. I fuck up all the time. But also, like, I that's what I fucking make the videos for. But I'm trying to do good. But these people, like, they'll pick out apart everything that you do wrong, because they know that people will watch it. Because when you're trying to do good and you're trying to give people advice, a lot of people prey on your downfall, especially the way that I am and the way I talk. I make a lot of people feel insecure, right? Because I have what I deem like a healthy level of self-esteem and self-respect. I think anyone who's watched my videos for more than a minute straight will tell you, like, I don't think I'm perfect. I don't think that there's nothing I've got to improve on. I'm quite acutely aware of the places where I lack, which I need to make progress on. I know it more than the haters do themselves. But when you have like a healthy level of self-esteem, you really, really do make people feel insecure. Like I've made people feel insecure for the last like 5 years straight, because I actually love my life. And that's offensive to the normies. Like, that's offensive to the masses. Like, when you've made progress in life, you piss people off, right? And it's like, all of you can see the logic behind this, because look, a lot of you are defending me here, but like many of you aren't like absolute fucking like glazers or anything like that. You're just normal guys who you can just see the truth and be like, yeah, like, you I admit my mistakes. I don't think I'm perfect. I've still got loads to improve on. I quite acutely know the things that I need to make progress in. So yeah, it happens, boys. The same thing will happen to you guys when you start posting content or when you make progress. People will always have like something negative to say. Right now, there's a big wave of hate. In a few months' time, half the guys who were hating will love me again, and then they'll be in the comments as always, like, "Oh hey, bro, like I hated you because I watched those videos, but this video has really helped me, and yeah, I feel whatever topic you're talking about today as well." I'm used to it now. Gotta say, I'm very proud for what I've been through with so much backlash. Imagine how easy it would have been for me to stop posting. Like, imagine how, because people are so picky, bringing up my personal life, whatever. Imagine how easy it would have been to, at one point, because I already made enough money, right? So imagine how easy it would have been for me to just stop posting. And out of fear of, I'm getting so judged, people are saying mean things about me. And I'm so glad I never did. I never once stopped because of hate. I stopped, there's been a few seasons where I didn't post consistently because of other reasons, but not ever because of hate. I'm so glad for that, because it would have been so easy for me to just stop because so many people are saying bullshit about me. But the message needs to be spread, man. This is what gives me purpose in life. This is what has given a lot of young men inspiration. So let these fucking people say like, "Oh, he's the worst YouTuber ever. He's like whatever." I should have made my voice so deep for that. He's the worst YouTuber, like whatever. Let them say this shit, like, honestly, because it's like, I'm still gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep making my fucking videos as usual. And the views and the subscriber count ebbs and flows over the years, which is what I always expected. It's not always going to go up with the type of shit that I post, and also for how long I've been doing this. There's times when like you've been weightlifting and bodybuilding for years, and then there's like a random unfortunate 6 months, 1 year where your physique doesn't look as good now as it did last year, right? And people will be like how many people are hating on me now? Like, "Oh, but you used to get more views a year ago." But then they'd also hate on me if I was trying to view max right now as well. You know what I mean? So this is what I mean. You can't win with the people who are emotional and they're little haters. You can't win against them. If I don't get views, they'll hate me. If I get views, they'll say I'm like clickbait, whatever. If I talked about testosterone, they'd hate me. If I don't talk about it, they'd hate me. So these people are just genuinely just haters. So the way I see it is like, why even look at most of this stuff when 99% of their arguments are illogical? And the 1% of their arguments that are actually good are the ones that I already spoke about on my channel and I already know about myself already. So then it's like, okay, well, why the fuck am I going to like take anything they say seriously? And I'm just going to learn, improve in my life, teach you the lessons. That's it. The views will ebb and flows. The subscribers will ebb and flow. The only thing that's consistent now is just my own work rate. That's it. So I'm very proud of them. I'd love to go like, oh, woe is me, guys. You know, it's been so hard. But honestly, I'll be completely honest. It hasn't even been that hard, honestly. Like, this was the worst wave of hate so far, like with my own best friend saying some stuff. And even that is like, honestly, was not that bad. Still been smiling every single day. If any of you were in Bali, you know this, but like, if you were here, like where I live, you would have been so proud of me the last like few weeks. I've literally been like smiling, like singing. Like, I remember the day Sam made his video about me and I saw it, and you know, it's sad and everything. Of course, I still feel the pain because I'm not like hiding it away. It still hurts. But then I was driving to the gym that same day after watching like a hate video made by my best friend. And I was literally still listening to the same playlist, smiling and just literally laughing, thinking to myself, like, fuck it, you know what? This is the life that I chose. And how absurd is that now, like, even my own friend made a fucking video like this about me. This is the problems that I've chose. This is the war that you chose to fight. So I ended up, like, you know, smiling, laughing about the situation. I'm singing along to this song. And there was, like, I don't know, like a mother and daughter. And the daughter, like, you know, mother was old and the daughter was maybe about my age. And they were kind of like walking across the streets. And I ended up really making eye contact with them while smiling. And the way that they both started smiling with me was so wholesome. And as I was driving away, I was wondering, like, I wonder if they'd ever be able to guess that this is like one of the hardest days in my life. Because I'm not hiding the pain. I can feel it fully. But I've just learned how to, like, I've learned so much about the world and how to, like, deal with yourself. And one of the biggest lessons, I keep saying this to you boys, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned through this all is no one can hurt you even 1% as much as the inner voice can. Not even close. Not even 1%. The worst fucking like wave of hate that I could have gotten, still 99% of the pain will only come from your own inner voice. So I feel like I've just learned so much. And through it all, I learn. Whether it's this, whether it's like normal life, or it's this with hate and whatever, I learn, experience things in real life, make progress, and I come here and teach you it. The inner mind insights have been gold. They already improved my life quality. Yeah. That's what I love about my work, man. No matter what I'm going through, even including all of this stuff recently, I'm still like fulfilling the purpose as always. Even when I'm getting scrutinized for it, even when people are saying like, oh, this is the worst YouTube channel. This is the worst YouTube channel in the world. Even now, it's like, I don't give a shit. I'm still here teaching you what I've learned from this entire situation. And there's still guys thanking me for it. So if this is the worst YouTube channel in the world and the world's doing fucking awesome. You don't owe me shit, bro. It's like a win-win for both of us. You get help from my work here, and I've become fucking rich because of it. So it's a fucking win-win, bro. Can't complain, right? This is what I signed up for, and fuck it, I'll take that trade-off every single day. Now, can we play some Minecraft or what? So Hamza's been saying video games are bad this entire time. Yeah, we need to do a LAN party. Yeah, let me give you the playlist here. Dun, dun. I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then, I do wish I had someone to play Minecraft with. Like sometimes, I just end up thinking, okay, if I had like a girlfriend or a wife right now, I would hop on Minecraft with her. I don't know if that's bad or not, but I would do that. It'd be fun as fuck. There was one time I played Minecraft a few years ago, whilst like being a YouTuber, and I didn't know that if you have Discord open, it shows it to everyone that you're playing a game. I just never considered it because since I downloaded Discord, I'd never played video games before. So I was on Minecraft. This was after I made that I fulfilled my purpose video. And I just went on Minecraft. This was with my ex-girlfriend, right? So we were like, oh yeah, let's just play, whatever. I've literally just kind of retired, whatever. So we play, and someone had sent me a screenshot where it said like Hamza's playing Minecraft on Discord, and this was on my big Discord profile. That was the server admin for this Discord server with like 200,000-300,000 people. And so they could literally see my fucking face at the top saying Hamza's playing Minecraft after he's just fulfilled his purpose, bro. And yeah, everyone was like commenting and shit, bro. I remember seeing that and I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was so funny. I'm so surprised no one took like a screenshot and posted that as like a YouTube video or something. That's so funny. That's so perfectly comical, honestly. Imagine how perfect that is. I literally like, okay, guys, I fulfilled my purpose. I'm done with YouTube now. I'm gonna go find my next purpose. And the next day, you see on Discord. Oh man. Yeah, like I always said, it's like you don't want to be in the habit of playing games or the habit of doing any of these bad habits. But I've always ended up saying to you, like, oh, but if for example, you ended up playing with a group of friends because some new game came out or whatever, then I would understand that. I've always said that to you guys, haven't I? I've said like 1 hour of video games by yourself every night doesn't make sense to me. But more like, okay, if you're going to randomly meet your old friends and you're going to all hop on a game together for like a social thing for like 6 hours or even a day straight or whatever, then I think that's actually fine. I'm just coping now just so there's evidence of me saying this. So when I start playing Minecraft again, I can quote, no, guys, look on that stream. I said this before. You all caught me before Sam exposed me for playing Minecraft. No, I always said I'd play Minecraft. Look, I've got the receipts, man. Yeah, see, November 13th, 2023. So funny. You know what I would play though? I would play Minecraft Hunger Games, but they don't really have it anymore. But I would play that though. There's honestly not many like bad habits that I would do, like games and TV shows and everything, apart from the ones that I used to do back in the day. Like I can't imagine me wanting to play some like new game or anything like that, or watch some new TV show or something, or very, very rarely. But the things I would usually do is just go replay or rewatch the thing that I used to watch when I was younger. Like that could make sense to me every now and then, but I watched some TV before my kickboxing fight. That's when I started, because I hadn't watched really anything for like years. And then leading up to my fight, the few days before the fights, you're not training, you can't work, your brain's just like preoccupied with, oh shit, you're going to be fighting someone. So I ended up watching TV for one of the first times in a while, and I watched like I binge watched the show, right? I binge watched like The Last of Us. That was cool because I used to play that game when I was younger. And then something else as well, I forgot what it was. I think it was like Avatar or something like that. And that was pretty fun. The bald person. the old TV show, like me and my brother used to watch Avatar, like cartoon, like the anime. So we used to watch that when we were younger. And I think this would have been like 2 days before my kickboxing fight. And so I wanted to be as peaceful as possible and not think about the fight, because I knew I wouldn't sleep if I did that. So I started to like just binge watch this cartoon show that I used to watch when I was a kid. And that was pretty cool. I ended up just watching like the entire like 20 episodes or something in like 2 days or whatever. Because I remember I actually slept pretty well the day before my fight. Most people don't sleep almost at all. I remember coming in the next day and my coach said like he didn't sleep well. Most people don't sleep at all so well. But I slept absolutely fine, actually. I actually slept like really nice the last few nights. Yeah, most people don't, bro. If you've got like a big competition, if you've got a fight, if you've been hyping it up in your mind for years, you're not gonna sleep before your fight unless you like really like. I autistically planned how I thought I would be able to sleep, and I actually did really well. I didn't go to sleep as early as I usually do that night. I went to sleep like 2 hours later. I didn't even try to go to sleep at my usual time. And I had like the lights off by like 7 p.m. I was just sat in darkness watching like this cartoon show. And then, yeah, I ended up falling from like 10 to about 4 or so. Oh, no, like 10 more, like 10 to 6 or something like that. It was actually like a great night of sleep. Yeah, I didn't have sex for weeks before the fight. Why didn't you have sex? It just felt like the right thing to do. If you're really trying to focus, it felt like it was just an extra reason to win. So I wasn't injecting test at the time, and I know that when you don't nut, especially, you really feel like extra like horny, masculine. So that was maybe a minor issue, but the biggest thing I just thought in my mind was like, it just seemed like that was a competitive advantage. I can't really explain it. You know, you're just kind of like more horny, whatever. Yeah. Like if you put 2 men in the ring and one of them's horny and the other one's not, the horny guy's probably going to win, especially if he's physically hungry as well. Like you want to be hungry and horny. Full balls, empty stomach. Yeah. He drops you, submits you, and then he rapes you. Yeah, let's all do some jiu-jitsu, guys. Motherfucker's on day 30. Nah, I'm good, bro. Did you eat on the day of your fight? Yeah, I basically, so after you weigh in, you have the entire day, and then you also have the entire day tomorrow as well, like on the fight day. So on the first day, I ate Not a crazy amount, honestly. I probably ate just about like 3,000 calories. Nothing crazy on after the weigh-in. And then on the day of the fight, I just ate like my normal meals, like almost like a deficit, really, like 2 point something kcals. Because I knew that a few hundred extra calories wouldn't change much, but like me eating something that fucks up your gut a little bit would fuck up more. So I just kept my food so plain, just same meal, same time. Even the day before, a lot of people, they like binge eat all the stuff that they've not been able to eat for weeks, you know, when they're doing like a bit of a weight cut or whatever, and you want to gain as much weight as possible. But I didn't want to risk that because I knew that if I eat different food, there's a small chance that you feel kind of worse, you know, whenever you eat something a bit dirty. So I basically just ordered the exact same food, but just more of it. So more like steak, sourdough, and eggs and whatever, even for like the day you're supposed to like binge eat, because I knew extra calories is going to be nice, but the small chance of just feeling kind of worse because you've ate something kind of new, I didn't want to risk it. I was like I don't think I've ever been more like dialed in. I really deserve that fucking victory, honestly. And now people want to say like, oh, well, you were on PEDs, you were on test or whatever. It's like fucking retards, bro. Were you thinking about a KO straight away, or were you just trying to break him down? The game plan was basically exactly what I did, honestly. Like I'm quite impressed by my performance. I would have changed a few things, you know, I would have thrown a few more hands, whatever, but it was exactly what we planned for me to do, which was, okay, go in and just throw a bunch of fucking calf kicks, because that's like, no one's defending against that in like an amateur fight. So I just kicked his calf enough to the point you see him in the second round and he kind of like stepping a bit weird because it must have killed. Because one calf kick and you already feel it, but I got him like 3 or 4 times in the same place. Must have fucking hurt, man. And then that's all I did. I basically didn't even throw anything else. Just fucking kicked him in the calf and like in the lower leg. Boom, done. And then, yeah, after the rounds, my coach said, okay, take the kick up higher. So I kicked him in the face. Done. Pretty cool. When are you fighting again? I think I would probably maybe do like one fight per year. I don't want to go crazy with it because then I think I'll just quit because it's too distracting from fitness, from bodybuilding, from YouTube and whatever. But I think I'll just go like about once per year. I was more impressed with your technique than the KO, to be honest. Huge improvement. Yeah, the technique, honestly, like I'm just going to spit on my own dick here. The technique was impressive, honestly. For a first fight as well, is you know, most people who, for the first fight, their technique's all over the place. They're gassed out. Their form's all fucked up. For the entire 2 rounds, you can see my technique actually stays like really tight, really good, hands up the entire time. I wasn't gassed like even literally 2%, honestly. We really fucking trained hard for that. Like I dialed in. I trained, honestly, more dialed in. Like my lifestyle was more dialed in than all of the pro fighters that I know as well. They were all like still partying, you know, 2 months before the fight, whatever. I wasn't, bro. I literally at 8:20 p.m. bedtime for like 6 months straight, training twice a day with a pro coach, like 1-to-1 sessions, same meals every single fucking day. I really like just put in the work to I just dedicated my fucking life to that. The way I figured, because everyone was flying over, I knew it would be like a big deal. I knew that people would fly to come watch me. And my parents, my dad and my brother would come in, my brother's wife's come in. So I was like, I'm not going to fucking just go a bit casual like some people say. Like, oh, I signed up for a fight and it was 2 weeks away and I trained 4 times and it was really cool, whatever. Fuck that, bro. I was like, my dad's getting on a fucking plane to watch me. My brother's coming. Fucking 30, 40 of my followers came through. You all flew to watch me fight. You're seeing something cool, bro. You're not going to see me fucking even 1% chance to lose. Fuck you. There's no way, bro. So then I'm like, that's when I was taking it so seriously because I knew that people are going to fly out to fucking watch me, right? And if people are flying hours on a fucking plane to watch me, the least I can do is train really fucking hard for this and be dialed in. So as much as I'm like a lustful piece of shit, I literally didn't have sex for fucking ages before the fight. I just ate the same meals every fucking day, like literally the same meals for months straight. No fucking cheat days. Yeah, it's good performance, man. We're thinking for the next one we'll do without the shin guards as well. Look at the size of me, bro. It's not bad, is it? No, what my plan is for the next fight, if I'm gonna do one soon, not soon, but like probably about a year, probably about 9 months or something. And what I think is I'm not gonna go down in weight, so I'm gonna stay at about 90 kg, and I'm gonna tell them to find me another bodybuilder who's enhanced as well. So then it's just like equal, because I know for a fact with all these fucking haters, right? I know if I come off test and I fight someone at a lower weight, everyone's still going to hate and say, oh, you cheated because you used to take testosterone and you're a cheater or whatever. So I'm not going to go and fight someone who's always been natural if I used to be enhanced, which is like fair enough, to be honest, even though I don't think it really works like that. If you've been off test for like months, then I'm pretty sure like you're basically back to normal levels. Because bear in mind, I weighed in at like 79.8 kg for my fight. Think about that. I weighed in less than 80 kg for my fight. Like that's very fucking low for my height and size. So I lost like a fuck ton of muscle mass, right? But either way, it's not about logic. It's about emotions with these fucking haters. So, because you've got to appease the fucking internet, right? Because I don't imagine if I win, I'm just going to get so many people just comment bullshit saying, oh, well, it's not fair. You cheated, even though I was off test for it. And if I lose, then everyone's going to fucking hate me more saying, oh, you're on steroids and you got beat by this guy who's natural. You're a fucking pussy, whatever. So either way, if I fight a natural guy, I'll lose either way. Even if I win, people are gonna try and discredit my win, even though it took a lot of fucking effort either way. And I was like natural, like I was not injecting when I was fighting him. So what I'm gonna do for the next one is I'll stay at like 90 kg, and I'll tell them find me like a fucking bodybuilder who takes steroids. And then when you see me fight a stiff fucking bodybuilder 90 kg and you see me fucking run rounds on him, and you'll really then realize, oh shit, so it's not just the steroids, it's like it's the skill that Hamza really fucking worked hard for, right? Because imagine a fucking 90 kg, imagine a 200-pound fucking bodybuilder who's got like stiff hamstrings and I'm just fucking whacking him, right? Then you'll realize, like, all these people who say like, oh, it's cheating, you'll realize like steroids, yeah, it makes you stronger, but you're still going to get fucking dominated by someone who knows how to fight and someone who's been training. And then this way I don't have to cut down as well, which would be nice. So I just keep my fucking size. I'll fight at like 89 kg or something like that. I think that'll be cool as well. Imagine me fighting like some fucking tank as well. 90 kg ripped fucking guy. That'd be funny though. Whoa. I've got no idea what my arm size is, bro. When I was like natural, my arm size was like, I think 15 or 16 inches or something like that. And they're probably like maybe 17 now. I'm not too sure, actually. I think the most they've ever been was 16 when I measured them like a few years ago. And they must be like 17, maybe 18 now or something. Measure now with what, bro? I don't have a fucking... We're gonna do some DIY. Okay, I'm gonna measure with this, and then I'm gonna put this up against my phone and see the measurement of the iPhone. picture. This is fucked. But yeah. That's fucking, look at that length, boys. That's fucking, it's not bad, is it? And then, what am I supposed to do with this now? How many, let's put it next to my MacBook. I guess it's more than a MacBook. It is like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I was like, it's 3/4 of the length of a Mac Studio display. Someone go find out how many inches the Studio display is. The that's so retarded. It's like, I don't know, it's like one hand less than the MacBook of an iPhone. It is. So there's one there, and then hang on. This is definitely not going to be accurate, boys. It's about 2.5 iPhones. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? I don't think I've got like a ruler or anything. So look at this. Someone find out how long. Go on ChatGPT, someone, and tell me how long a Shure microphone is. This Shure microphone that I've got, and then this is like probably 3 of them. Yeah. I'm my arm is 3 Shure microphones. How much is that? Use the ruler app. Is that going to be legit? Ruler. Online ruler. Okay, let's see. Do you remember when we were talking about not doing brain rot shit? Honestly. So 30 is there. Wait, we need it bigger though. The fuck? Yes, I'm using an iMac, yeah. And then what the hell? Well, that's just not accurate at all, is it? Because it just opened up on like a different page and it was way bigger. Honestly, 3.14 microphones. Yeah, I'd say it's like 3 microphones, right? Someone do like a little analysis. Now we're gonna see this in hate comment. Well, actually, I zoomed in and it's actually 2.7. So just shut up. Yeah, probably about 3 Shure microphones is the total length. I tried, bro. Sweet boy. So we're gonna leave it there after that valuable piece of content. Yeah, forearms are pretty juicy now and there. Let's leave it there, boys. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. W's in the chats. Thank you for being here with me. Let's go. Yeah, thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate that, boys. It's always fun hanging out. It's like the highlight of my day, honestly. Just talking to the pixels on my screen. At least I'm not talking to my AI girlfriend. It's basically the same thing. I'm just talking to my AI boyfriends. Come on, guys. Now affirm everything that I just said. Yeah. Greg Doucette is a fucking weirdo. See you guys. I'm hopping off. Have a good night, everyone.